we're going to be doing another game of Zacupus with Zira.
Yeah, I'm excited. See what happens next.
Yep, pretty much. We were just doing just a bit of audio testing just to make sure everything is running pretty good. So once we get the thumbs up, then we'll get rolling. Awesome.
Sounds good right now, yep.
Okay, let's go in. Here we go.
Hello.
Yay, we made it. Jeez, long day. Okay, let me go ahead and get you
Thank
guys.
you, Onyx.
Hey,
Yes, the audio sounds good.
yay, thank you very much. Yay, cool.
All right, let's see what happens.
Yeah,
So last time we
let's see what
left
happens.
off,
Wait up a second. Is Coach doing a live today?
it's Monday.
Oh, it's Tuesdays on the live.
Yeah,
I noticed somebody on the chat was saying something about like big news or something. I was like, oh man.
yeah, isn't it like Tuesday nights and Wednesday
Yeah,
mornings that
yeah,
he
you're
does?
right.
Yeah,
You're right.
which is why we
My
switched
loss.
to Mondays.
Yeah,
So, yeah. Okay.
cool.
So yeah, let's see. Last time we left off, we were down in the lower chamber, and we just reconnected with Kwando, but it's not looking good in his favor. Toggle wasn't too happy to see him, so it's very interesting. Oh, stream is canceled for tomorrow. Coach is going on family vacation and
Shame on him. He's just trying to get away from like giving out the.
point 0.9, yeah,
Yeah,
0.9.
he couldn't make it, and so he's taking off.
Oh.
Shame on him.
Hey, he's probably so stressed out trying to get
I
away
know
now.
he probably is. But yeah, that's good. He
Um,
takes like a lot of vacations now.
uh,
We were doing a once I get this I figured out. Um, my mouse is like Bluetooth and it's wanting to not do anything. Cool. I'll switch over to the map. Um, yeah, I've been doing a Pokemon build and it's been a lot of work and stuff.
yeah.
And
Yeah, it makes you appreciate Coach that much more.
yeah, because like we're thinking about the rules and how things affect each other and stuff. And so we're
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, this is like not fun.
No, and you've got the framework already there. It's just like
Yeah.
the little detail work. So it's like, yeah, and he's been working on this for a while. So
Yeah.
Coach deserves a vacation.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I'm super excited. We're gonna be doing a live show coming up this Friday. We're gonna be running our Pokemon game again. So we're taking it back to the novice, and we're gonna be running through some mechanics that we've kind of somewhat built up, and we're still working on. So it's pretty much a troubleshooting game to have fun and just play into the characters. But yeah, there was a lot of mechanics that were very challenging to kind of transfer over. One of them I was just working on was the weapons.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously Pokemon don't carry weapon and stuff, and so we were thinking about doing
They just do with a
properties.
crossbow.
Uh, yeah, yeah, pretty much so. It's just trying to figure that out and how that works, the catching system, all the other kind of things. So,
It's coming together. It's coming
yeah,
together. It's slowly but surely. But yeah, no, we're excited for that. So yeah, uh, as long as everybody is healthy, we're aiming for a Friday.
yeah,
Probably
have
about,
everybody here.
yeah, I think around like 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. But
Yeah,
yeah, it should be fun.
cool. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. The last time we left off, Zira was trapped in Zacupus, and she was struggling with the ghost. We had a lot of
Yes.
bad rolls,
Yeah.
so she wasn't doing too good. I was trying to let her get away, but I was like, I'm sorry. If you roll in that one,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, you're
The night, like the order of the
encountering.
night. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know. I am not in the best shape right now to be
yeah.
getting out of lag or dive. I am at this point completely out of rest points.
Ooh, gosh.
Yeah, and I've already taken a long rest at this point, so there is no replenishing those for a while. I still have 2 levels of exhaustion on me, and yeah.
Oh,
So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, Toggle doesn't go too nuts. I'm honestly, Zira is half tempted to just let Toggle go to town on him on Kwando
oh
because,
man.
well, I mean, he has not exactly proved himself to be the best party member.
Nope.
And Zira comes from a military background, and so that's like treasonous activity. He's basically a traitor to her. The fact that he tried to poison her
Yeah.
and lied about the fact that Toggle was still alive and had him chained up in Zacupus. It's like, okay, I don't trust this guy at all. Like, yeah.
Yep.
No, I don't even know if I want to try to save him because we're not exactly in the best position. He probably
Yeah.
just wants to kill us and then be able to loot our bodies. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Pretty much. Oh gosh.
You didn't consider that angle, did you?
I didn't consider a lot of things and stuff, but we'll just play it out and stuff and see how it
It's
goes.
not exactly a most
Yeah.
compassionate player.
Yeah. Zira is going for, so you're basically traveling to the Underdark to try to find the drow that killed your family long ago. You're kind of struggling to get through because you've never been in the Underdark. You lived in the fire plane all your life.
Yes.
And so Toggle was supposed to be helping you, but Toggle has not been the best help. He's very mentally,
He's broken.
broken and
He's with
stuff.
a sanity issue.
Yeah, he had somewhat of a
It's
sanity
not a good way
issue.
right
And
now.
then her new person that's been showing her around tried to, obviously, like you said, poison her. Obviously, is plotting something, but
Yeah.
yeah. And with that, he comes around the corner because he lost her in between, and Toggle is mad. Yep, so Toggle is going to. You just see Toggle just race across the room and stuff, and he's just dashing straight over toward um,
Kwando.
Kwando. Thank you. That's
Yep.
write his name down. Kwando, like kind of like you can see his rope drop and his hook fall to the floor, and then he quickly quips it and he whips it straight over toward Toggle. Okay,
Uh-huh.
you know that they're gonna both fight each other and they're gonna like lose some blood in all of this. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna give you an opportunities. Okay, so depending on how well these things go, you'll either reduce the amount of damage they do to each other or
Or
not.
yeah,
And they
exactly.
both are pretty hurt, and you might be in trouble because you don't know what's in this place.
Right.
Yeah, you would assume that you are somewhat finding the way out. If you see Kwando, you'd assume that he maybe found a way in.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean it would make the most sense because obviously like we found this was a secret chamber deep within Zacupus, so
Mm-hmm.
and I know the main entrance had been caved in with the giant spiders, so yeah, it makes sense. So even if
Oh,
Kwando does get wiped out, we should be able to,
yeah.
with my tracking skills, follow him back out. So
Do you think so? Will I make it that easy?
well, if you want the story to progress.
Oh gosh. You know what? If the roll is number one, then I have to
Yeah,
just
I know, I
like
know.
kill you. I've never killed a player yet. I probably should start practicing.
The only
uh, I
problem is
I
they
know.
exist in a different timeline.
I know.
The multiverse.
Cool. Let's go ahead and do this. What skills are you using? So it's going to be 2 rounds of skills and stuff to deflect a lot of the damage that's going to be taking place. Okay. Kwando quickly just pulls his rope and the hook, and it just flies straight over toward Toggle. Okay. Toggle is just fuming with rage and is gnarling with spit, and he's just like you can see the fumes coming off him, and his body is kind of somewhat shifting, but not much.
Okay.
And he's yelling, "You dirty rat! I'll kill you!"
Okay, I guess we'll start with an athletics roll.
Okay.
To try to like kind of push him out of the way. Just like jump in and just shoulder check him, try to
You're shoulder checking Toggle or
yeah.
Kwando. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, well I'm closest to him, so I'm gonna yeah,
Yep. You
try to
just charge
push
right
him
up
out of
in
the
there. And just
way,
okay.
maybe knock some sense into him.
Do it.
Okay. So it's hard to see. That's 18 plus 3 minus 2. So a non-nat 20.
All okay. Altogether 20.
Yeah.
1 success, two
Oh
successes,
wait, no, sorry. 19.
2 successes.
Okay.
Awesome.
I can math. Not
Wait.
so well on Monday nights, but I can math.
Okay, so you race over toward Toggle. You quickly grab and push him low. The hook flies up and at you. You quickly use your blade and clip it up. It hits a statue in the distance. Okay.
Uh-huh. At least
And
because that's
then
what my HP's at.
oh, what is your HP at?
I'm at 7 right now. I was
7
able to
HP.
take a short rest and use my rest points, which is why I have no rest points. So yeah, for each rest point that you use, you get 2 HP back. I had
Yep.
3 rest points total. I think I only had like 2 left. Yeah, so I was able to get 6 HP with those, which brought me up to a total of 7. So I'm still not in the best shape. I'm hoping not to take too many hits, but you just never know how the dice roll. So
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, that was a halfway
That
decent
was a
first go,
that
but
was a good success on there.
yeah.
Cool, awesome. You quickly, like I said, you push into Toggle, you pull the grappling hook rope that he throws at you, and knock it up, and you're actually able to whip it around and pull it out of his hand. Okay,
Yeah.
Toggle kind of screams at you. He says, "Get off me! He's mine, and you don't have any."
I don't like him either.
He says, "You don't have anything to do with this," and he is not happy. Okay, so this is your last skill check. Okay.
Okay. Well,
Kwando is ready to kind of tussle with him.
yeah, of course he is. I'm gonna do trickery for like a sleight of hand kind of thing. Yeah,
Okay.
to try to use the rope now to tie and bind Toggle, just to kind of
Okay.
chill him.
Let's go to roll for that then. As you're doing that, you can kind of feel like a breeze blowing through this chamber and stuff as you quickly move to grab the rope and utilize it. He's like moving fast and like charging up.
Yeah,
What
12.
12? Oh, perfect. That was just enough. You quickly just turn and just wrap it around his hands and whip it and just pull him like something like a dog or whatever.
Good
And he's
time.
kind of like snarling at you. And then he kind of like he like holds his position. He's like just gearing and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Kwando just stands there kind of awkwardly.
And I'm just gonna be like, this is not the time or the place for this right now. I'm mad at him too, but we've got bigger fish to fry.
Kwando looks at you and he says, I have a way out possibly.
I don't know if you're allowed to talk yet.
He
Not
kind
with both of
of
you.
turns a little bit and doesn't really stare at you.
We need to get out of here.
He's like, I was trying to help you.
I just kind of stare at him, raise an eyebrow.
And then he kind of points at you and he says, I don't care if you don't trust me.
It's
It's
good.
fine for you.
Yeah.
Nobody trusts anybody around here, do they? And then Toggle kind of like screams out, "Of course not, you trading stupid! I'll cut your throat!"
I'm just gonna like try to ride
As
him
you're kind
out.
of holding him and stuff like that. Okay.
I was like, oh dear. Um,
With that, you guys are in this chamber. Okay. So it's somewhat not as much of a maze as the city was, but this is Zacupus. This is somewhat of a tomb-esque area. Okay. You can see a lot of just green, weird, eerie green glow and stuff. For some reason, the ghosts can't inhabit this area. More of a sacred place, you would feel. But like I said, you can kind of see some of the burial graves and stuff, and statues and stuff that are in this place.
it's not creepy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have like tombs in the fire plains. If somebody dies, you just kind of throw them in the lake of lava, and
Like a lot. Okay.
yeah, it's cremation, instant cremation. So the whole idea of just like a crypt in general is kind of foreign to me, and it kind of grosses me out a little because I'm like, you have dead bodies just like in the wall. Like,
Mm-hmm.
ew, why would you do that?
You kind of Toggle's like, so then what's the plan then, Zira? What do you want to do? I mean, if this is your opportunity, you might as well turn back.
We haven't got.
Then
I haven't seen enough yet.
Kwando kind of pitches in and stuff. He says, "You think you can survive down here?" Toggle kind of laughs too. They both have experienced your survival rate.
Yeah.
You've struggled. They've kind of.
The only way that I'm going to survive is if I learn how to survive. And the only way that I will learn how to survive is if you teach me how to survive.
Kwando kind of finds a spot to sit and stuff, and kind of sits and then rewraps his rope and stuff. And he says, "What's your whole?" No, you know what? I won't ask you. Every single time I ask you, you just never mind. Forget that I said anything. Once we get you down there and stuff, then that's it.
I need to see where the drow are. I need to gather information so that way I can plan my attack.
Toggle kind of looks at you and he says, "Do you know anything about them other than that they killed somebody important to you?"
I know that they are ruthless and heartless and they don't deserve to live.
And so, do you even know who killed your whoever?
I reach into my armor and I pull out the piece of fabric that has the emblem of the Drow family that killed my family on it. I know that whichever clan this belongs to, the one's responsible for wiping out my entire village.
Kwando kind of gets up a little bit and he kind of takes a step and sees it, and then he then just kind of turns. You kind of notice his presence, but then he doesn't say anything or do anything and stuff. He kind of just finishes wrapping his rope and stuff, okay, and tucks it. Tago says, um, I mean, I can continue showing you, but you really don't like the way that I show you. You obviously can't do what I can do.
Well,
You don't
no,
want me.
you haven't exactly shown me a lot. We've been kind of on the run.
Well, I would have warned you about Zacupus. And we would have, and he kind of looks over at Kwando, we would have never been here if it wasn't for somebody.
It's true. I look over at Kwando. Why did you lie about Toggle being alive?
Roll for what skill would be influence or
Probably.
okay, yeah, roll for influence.
18.
18. Oof.
Yeah, because I take negatives to that still, right?
What to influence?
To like just any. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't be, huh?
Yeah, it would be to influence.
Okay, so then not net 20.
Oof. Not 20.
That's right. It's just physical. I have to remember that.
Quando kind of stands up and then starts walking and starts analyzing the chamber. He then whispers and stuff in a mid voice. He says, he says something like, "I too have." He says, "I have somebody I'm looking for." And then he says something like, "Those ones that you're going after is a lot dangerous." As he kind of goes over to one of the tombs and stuff, he kind of says, "The ones that you're going after," and then he pauses. That's it. We should carry up and get going.
That was enlightening. Okay.
That's what you get when you get a roll in that to one. No, you can tell that there's something going on with him. He is probably has the same similar hurt as you do,
Uh-huh.
where somebody was either taken from him by somebody.
Yeah, but that doesn't answer why he lied about Toggle being dead.
He then says that there's a price for everything. He says there's a price for everything and everyone. He glares at you, but not in a mean glare. He kind of glares at you as like a serious stare. And then he kind of goes back and he kind of starts fumbling with some of the tombs and stuff and analyzing them.
All right. Well, how do we get out of here then?
He says, "I kind of got lucky." uh,
I don't care if you got lucky, if you've got mad skills. Like, you know how to get out or not.
yes, but there will be spiders.
There's always spiders. Okay,
Yeah.
so what's the trick for spiders?
What do you mean? What's the trick
Teach
for
me.
spiders?
How do you get past them up and down each and every time without alerting them?
He kind of looks over at Taga and he says, "Well, you obviously have to move slowly, take your time, be quiet. They can pick up on your movement." He then says, "But going into the chamber that we go into, it might be a bit of a challenge because this is their nest."
Oh dear. Of course it is.
Yep,
Just what I wanted.
correct. Are you ready then?
No, but let's go.
Okay. You guys continue traveling through these this little of a dungeon uh, pass. Toggle stays quiet. Kwando stays quiet. I think he kind of whispers to you some information about the spiders. They're very venomous. They're very dangerous and
Okay.
stuff. You can probably move faster than them. You know what I mean? They're giants. Their legs kind of protrude up to the roofs, and their bodies take time to get down to where you're at. But usually, what they'll do is they'll shoot their venom at you and stuff to kind of slow you down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you're quick and you can chap at their legs, but you have to use a lot of strength on their legs to take them down a little bit. Okay. But yeah, once you get to their heads, then you can just attack them. He kind of mentions as well. As you guys kind of wrap in through the chamber. Let's see. I usually don't have much of a map set up. You guys continue down the paths and stuff. You can see what appears to be just bodies, statuesque stone bodies that are throughout this vault. Um, and as you continue on, you then see what appears to be a dark room just ahead of you. Okay, Kwando kind of doesn't notice it, and he just continues on. But in this dark room, you look past, and you can see what appears to be a man sitting under a tree, and he is rocking back and forth. Okay, neither does Toggle notice it as he kind of walks, and he steps and he bumps into you, and he says, he says, what?
I just point.
Kwando continues around the corner and stuff. Okay. Toggle then looks through the door, and he too then sees the fella. And he says, and then he puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "This place is cursed. We have to keep moving."
Okay.
You recall the story that was told about this place, okay? That there was a fellow a long time ago who had found a book, and he would spend days sitting and reading under a tree, reading this book, okay? And there is something that is like a drawing presence, a piece within this room that you pass by, okay? Toggle continues on, okay, and keeps going. And then all of a sudden, the young fellow looks up, and it is a very humanesque face. And then it looks confused a little bit as it looks at you. And it stands up and it puts the book down. And then it looks back, he looks back, and there is a gigantic spider just sitting behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And then whispers to him. And he turns and he sits back down and he goes back to reading the book. Okay?
Okay.
You just are like, I just want to get the heck out of here.
Yeah. Uh, well, I don't know. It just screams trap to me.
Oh,
Go in there.
yeah.
Don't come out. Yeah. Zira's not in too big of a hurry to go wandering away from everybody right now. I mean, we've just been dealing with a whole slew
Yeah.
of ghosts and giant spiders, and yeah,
No, I know. Kwando goes and grabs something out of his bag and he throws it over to both of you guys. Cover your ears. Something about this chamber here it's going to be very dangerous.
okay,
He throws you like somewhat of like a rag to wrap around your head and stuff, and it has like extra padding for your ears. Okay.
okay,
You guys continue up these stairs, and then you start to hear some noise, some weird noises and stuff, like somebody dropping. I wouldn't say dropping glass, but dropping a needle in a quiet room. Okay, and it echoes. So we're gonna go ahead, and I am gonna go ahead and let's do a mental save. It's either gonna be a mental save for you, or it's gonna be me rolling against your mystical defense.
okay.
Which I need to have my dice. Whoa, jeez.
I think they're right there.
Yeah, they are right there, aren't they? I kind of was like, oh wait.
The DM without the dice.
You use dice.
Or are they in the other room?
Still yours.
Okay.
Thanks. Oh, perfect. You have two.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do this. I'm gonna roll against your mystical and stuff, okay? And then you're actually gonna do a save as well. So first of all, that's going to be a 16 for
That's
your
a
mystical.
heavy hit.
Heavy hit. Okay.
Okay, and then I'll do. Okay, so we were talking about this the other night
Mm-hmm.
for the saves.
Yeah, we were talking about mystical about saves.
Okay,
So
sweet.
basically, yep, you have
Yeah,
your intelligence
okay.
bonus, your attributes bonus, which is actually I think it's combat master or something like that. But yeah, let me go run and get my die real quick.
It's 18. He wants his bouncy dice, I'm sure. My dice aren't good enough. It's his purple bouncy dice.
I have a couple actually. I love my purple dice.
His nacho dice.
My not nacho dice.
Oh,
I don't
your
have
dough
nacho
dice.
dough die.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you have a name for do you guys have name?
purple bouncy
Do you have
dice.
names for your dice? I don't have a name. I probably should name. I mean, it's a bounty dice. That's it, really. I call them, but my dough dice are my original, but they don't roll that good,
No,
sadly.
they don't.
And actually my bounty dice are the ones that don't roll good because I usually throw them because they bounce. So maybe I'll just not roll him. Cool. I've already rolled,
Mm-hmm.
so you're gonna take two. You're gonna take 2 damage. Okay.
Okay. Jeez.
As you hear this thing kind of like drop like a pin drop, and when it hits, it just rings out.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, you notice both these fellas that are in front of you and stuff quickly just cover their ears and cover their heads and stuff. And then they're kind of like making a gnawing kind of face. And then you kind of go to do it, but it pierces into your mind, okay? So yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
take that 2 damage. And then, what did
I
you roll?
rolled an 18.
18.
Yeah.
Then you hear a lady's voice saying to you, come to me, come to me, come to me, come. And it echoes through your mind and it bounces off the walls of your head. Come to me, 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 come. And it feels like it's drawing you back to that room in which you were in that you passed by.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and roll for Toggle and for Kwando. Let's do that. Oof. And
18.
cool. Just ahead of you, Kwando kind of then turns and he looks in the direction where the door was. And then Tago is already kind of just like turning his body and he's just kind of drifting. And then he looks at you confused. And then he starts walking toward that door as well. You know, this is not good.
No.
When the player doesn't go into the room that you want him to go into, and then so then you force it on them by taking one of her friends. No.
You
What are
make
you doing? I'm gonna give you one save before he is there at the door.
um I'm gonna just go for like a straight up attack, like a unarmed attack, just to kind of like slap him out of it.
Gosh. Okay, now these are the rules I don't know too well. Like if you are being charmed and stuff, and then I should pull them up. The charm rule and stuff,
Yeah.
because I think whenever you take damage, I know your concentration ends. But it's the first time. We'll just play it out.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Gosh, you've been rolling really good. Cool.
So it's gonna be a nat 23 then.
You said nat 23. Cool.
Yes.
Toggle steps over what's called. And what do you use to attack him?
Just my fist, my hand.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Now he rolled an 18.
Who did?
Toggle did, or
No, Kwando did.
Kwando did.
Yeah,
Okay.
Toggle rolled a 7
Okay.
plus,
I wasn't sure who I was
which
rolling
he's
for.
probably like a 3, so a 10. You can hear him saying those same words. He's saying, come to me, come to me, come to me, come to me. And then you kind of go to stop him, but then he kind of yells. He says it louder, "Come to me, come to me!" And then you just swat him across the head, and he kind of leans forward, and
It's
then
just how I handle all of my issues. Just smack people.
what's going? He's like, and then he says, "What's going on here?" I, and then all of a sudden, you see what appears to be a long leg come out of that door. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And it goes across and it smashes into the wall across from you. Okay. And then Kwando quickly grabs you and he says, yeah, this was the thing. We need to move now.
Okay, I'm gonna grab Toggle by like the front of his cloak and kind of pull him.
Cool. Both of you guys are moving fast up through this chamber. Okay. With that, you can hear more smashing and shaking and stuff. Okay. So let's go ahead and roll for initiative. As you then can hear another piercing noise coming from that same room as it echoes through this chamber. You can tell that that might have been where that queen spider chamber was, as it's pulling its body and smashing its way through the entrance of that door. Okay, stones are falling everywhere.
Okay.
Okay, what did you get?
17.
17. Okay, you beat me. As you guys come charging up this way, you guys then all of a sudden see what appears to be. I might have to just draw it because I did not have tokens ready. My tokens, I don't like my tokens really, anyways. That's how good I can draw with my mouse. You can see gigantic spider one, climbing, and giant spider number two. Two giant spiders just come and descend from like their shadows and descend to the ground slowly, and then their legs hit the ground and then they fully stand up. Okay, they are probably 20-30 feet high. Okay, and you can see what appears to be a broken opening just past them
Mhm.
to where Lag or Dive is. Okay, this is your exit.
Of course it
Cool.
is.
Let's do this.
Okay.
To go first.
Um,
Once again, you can also hear thundering and rocking of all the stones in this chamber just falling off the walls and stuff. Statues falling over, pillars breaking in half and stuff, as the spider is violently breaking its way through where you had just passed through. Once again, another screech rumbles out.
okay. Um, I will go ahead and do a ranged attack on spider number 1.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it. Let me write down there.
Okay. 17.
You said 17?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's going to be a heavy hit.
Okay.
Okay, you quickly toggle comes to a stop. You all stop, and you see these two spiders. You pull your bow out, and the arrow just flies right into it as you just aim, pull back, fire, let it go, and it fires right up into its face. Okay, and Kwando says, "The legs, come on, the legs."
Well, I can hit the body.
What do you mean?
I mean, I can hit the actual head of the spider.
No, but he says, "Hit, go for the legs."
Okay.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Alright, well, it's 3 damage.
3 damage. Gotcha. Cool. Arrow flies into the air and hits one of these things right in its body. You can hear it hissing a little bit, but it doesn't do as much other than that. Okay. Anything else for you?
Um,
Um, you can see Kwando. You have how many actions do you have left?
3.
3 actions. Cool. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, I will give a help die, because I can do that, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'll give a help die to whoever's attacking next. I'm going to move up to, like, the pillar.
Yep. You quickly just dash over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because let me see if I can specify. And then the opening for it is a little bit smaller. So this is the doorway. And then the opening for it is probably going to be about a 5
Okay.
little hole, okay? That is, so the opening is probably about 20 feet away.
Mhm.
And the crack that leads back to Lager Dive is probably just right next to that.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll do that, and then I'm gonna prepare a dodge action.
Okay. Awesome. Let's go ahead and do. I'll start off by going with the queen spider. She's going to try to break out of the what's called. Okay, she doesn't do too good. Wow, see? I got a doe. DOH. So that's 1. She is all of a sudden she runs and she bangs at the door entrance and stuff, and you can hear the whole chamber. You grab yourself, grab whatever you can as it shakes. All the whole place shakes. Okay. Um,
She hits so hard that she knocks herself unconscious because she rolled
yeah,
a
you
nat
wish.
one.
Kwando yells at you. She's coming. That's that beast. And then with that, he quickly just slides his rope and his hook, and he just spins it over his head, and it throws just past you and hits the one just to the closest one to you. It wraps through its leg, and then he quickly wraps the rope around his hand, and he just pulls. So you're using the help dice, right?
Yes.
Cool. So I get a D8. So I rolled a 3 plus 5, so that's 8 plus my 8 dice. So I'm sorry, man. That was well. I'm glad that you did the help dice. Oh, plus 2,
We made it up to a whopping
7.
10.
He goes to pull. Yeah, I accidentally knocked it a little bit. There was a 3 plus a 5, so an 8 plus 10. He goes to pull, and then this spider was prepared for it, and it just quickly backs and sits and starts pulling him forward. Okay,
Uh,
it's like he says, "Come on, you stupid monster! I'll rip you to the ground." And then Toggle is kind of just somewhat amused by this a little bit. Okay,
uh,
he is somewhat like on a defense. He has a blade, 2 blades and stuff, and he's kind of just watching this interaction take place. Okay,
uh,
so with that, he kind of chalked and he's wrapped, and he's going to try again with a disadvantage to pull this thing down. Okay.
you don't need no disadvantage. You're rolling with the yellow die.
I know.
Oh my gosh, he just rolled two
I
twos.
rolled 2 2s. Yay.
Why don't you use the
No.
purple dice for
Oh, well,
our
I think it's too
party?
late for that now. He gets ripped
Oh yeah.
around.
Oh yeah.
The rope gets pulled. He goes flying. He crashes into the pillar right there and falls prone. Okay, and he lets go of the rope.
Of course. What were you saying about taking out the legs?
He is kind of like they must be they must be charged by the queen. It must be like
Okay.
guard s spiders. I don't what.
Yeah.
What do you want from me? I tried.
No, I'm not saying nothing. Uh,
You can see Toggle kind of turn a little bit, and he's kind of protecting your back once this spider comes through. Okay,
gotcha. Okay.
he's going to try to deflect a lot of what's going to take place with it. So let's do the spiders.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is when like all my 2s roll into like 20s. I'll
Probably.
use the purple dice.
No, no, no. You can use the yellow one.
I'll use this one. Cool. The spiders are just gonna shoot the venom at you guys. Okay, so
Okay.
you guys will be poisoned.
Well, I had the dodge, so you have to take disadvantage.
Disadvantage to it. Okay, so he tosses, and so that's going to be a 15.
Tie goes to
I
attacker.
guess an attacker. How much is it? How heavy of a hit?
It's a tie, so it's just a regular hit.
A regular hit. Okay, cool. It just takes 1 damage as it just shoots this green venom at you. It hits all in the area, and you are gonna have to roll to see if you're poisoned.
Okay, what kind of a save is it?
It is going to be a physical save?
Just any.
Yeah, just do a physical save.
Uh, 5.
Nice. Okay, you are poisoned too.
All right.
Yeah, congratulations. With that, the other spider tries to fire at Kwando, and that's going to be a yeah. And with that, Kwando is just getting beat up.
Yeah.
No, it's a ranged attack, so it has a disadvantage. I'm sorry. He quickly covers behind the pillar, and the venom just hits the ground as he kind of quickly slips behind it. He's like, "Can we make it fast or what?"
It's not looking good.
Yeah, you guys got to figure out a plan because that big spider's mom spider is going to be coming soon.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you're going to try to. Okay, that was 1, 2, and with that, the mama spider is going to try to break through. Let's do it. Self-hit. Oof. And with that, it is busted through. So you have a giant spider over by where Toggle is. But that's all I can do. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Spider has 8 legs. Okay. Toggle looks over at you and he says, "Okay, here we go." He kind of spins his blades and stuff. He's like, "Come on, you stupid spider. I'll cut you to shreds." And he starts fuming.
Okay. I'm going to use my fire hand.
Okay.
Uh, so it's going to be just a 6 base or a 6
Okay.
line, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to aim at those 2 spiders.
At both of the spiders.
Uh-huh.
1, 2. You're going to have to move up
Really?
so that you can do a line, because if you do a line, a 6 line,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, you're going to miss this one. Yeah, so you'd have to kind of move up just to the right. Like
I'm
that.
just trying to clear the entrance.
Gotcha. Did you want to just shoot at the 1?
Yeah, because if I did it, I'm not 3 space. It's like it's a 3 space cone or a 6 space line.
3 space cone. Gosh, how dare you make me use measurements? I think this would do. You'd have to step up 1.
All right. I guess I
It's
gotta
up to you.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
Let's go.
Yep. And with that, yeah, these things are pretty tall. Their legs are onto the ground, and then you just reach out and you just fire your flames at them. Okay. What is the damage for that?
Good question. I don't think
Yeah, I did get the roll for a. I think it was like an attack, and then you have like a base damage, and then it does more. Don't worry, if you lose, then I can just trap you in the webs and take you back to the place and let you live there for a little bit until you get away. That would be a good option.
it doesn't even say like.
What is it? Draconic Breath?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it did like a 2 damage on a base.
Yeah. Well, that's the elemental breath weapon.
Yeah. Let's take a look.
Oh, I guess it would be under here.
Is it 2 damage?
Yeah, it says to make a spell check against every target's PD within the area.
A spell check against everybody's. You're doing the what? Sorry, say it again.
It's the draconic breath weapon.
Okay, so then what do I have to do, or what
So
do
I
you
have
have
to
to
do
do?
a spell check, I guess?
Yes.
Well, it's yeah, an attack check essentially. Uh, 7. Sorry, I'm not rolling as well anymore.
So you roll for both of them, right? So you rolled for one,
Yeah.
and then you're rolling for the other as well. Okay. And then doesn't it do an automatic, or what's the damage, the base damage?
Um, the other one was a non-net 21. The base damage is 2.
A non-nat 21?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So then that would be that's going to be a heavy hit.
Okay.
Okay, so
So,
what's the damage on that? So 2, 3.
yeah.
Nice. Okay, with that, you kind of focus all your energy and stuff, and you just flash that fire right at the spider. You can tell somewhat it's not as effective as we wish it would be, but it hits the first one, and it looks like that one's more weakened than the other one. The
Mm-hmm.
other one doesn't take as much damage, okay? He still seems pretty strong. Okay.
Okay, and then for my last one, I'm gonna do combat insight.
Okay.
So I'm trying to find out more about these spiders.
Mm-hmm. Why do I told you a lot of things about this spider? Go for the legs. Take him down.
Okay, yes. But I can find out more about them.
Uh,
So it's the plus the insight, which is nothing. So 15.
you said insight?
Yeah.
Uh,
Combat insight.
what was it called again? The
Combat insight.
yeah, combat insight.
It's a DC of 10, I believe.
And what is your roll?
15.
Because I always forget. Ah, okay, there he is. Okay, so basically, if you succeed, you learn the target's emotional state and whether it plans to make an attack, cast a spell, or flee combat
So
during.
you actually have to do
Says
a
you know.
trickery or an influence.
Gotcha. So I'll go ahead and do that then. Yeah, I rolled a 19. Emotional state. Yeah, so you had to beat mine then, huh?
Oh,
And you
I'm
did
going
it.
to do an analyzed creature. That's what I. Yeah.
What? Analyze creature?
Um,
Sorry, guys, I'll pull it up a little better. There we go. Yeah, so this is basically the rulebooks for DC 20. This is what we go off of. So you said analyze creature, so an action point, and it's against my. Yeah, you make a
DC 10.
DC 10, yeah. You learn a piece of lore about the creature. You succeeded by 5. Yeah, the defense. So I'll give you this. Okay, so basically what she's doing is she's analyzing the creature to see
Any
what
weak
is it,
spots.
what is its weak spots and
Yeah.
everything like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and share a couple things with you. Okay, so yeah, it is going to go ahead and attack you. I mean, they're just very focused on protection. They don't care about their own lives in general, really.
Mhm.
Its PD is pretty base. 11, I believe I put it. No, 12 I put it at. And then you also can know simple attacks, just venomous. But you also can tell that Kwando was making sense. The legs are very just exoskeleton,
Mhm.
but the body, when you shot that arrow, it didn't do much damage because it was piercing damage. And you can, and it maybe if you take down the legs, the body will come down and it would take more damage with bludgeoning.
Okay.
Do you got that?
Mm-hmm.
As you realize that.
Cool.
Take him the legs!
I was hoping to burn them a little bit more.
Yeah, that didn't really
No.
kind of. Cool. That was all your actions.
Yep.
Toggle's in trouble. Poor guy.
He could move.
You can just see him. He's just straight up back to you and stuff as you kind of look back from your flames. And you see him. He is like doubled his size. He is probably, this spider is gigantic. It fills up the whole hall chamber wall, that the room that you'd come through. But himself, I mean, he is double your size. You know what I mean? And then his blades look small on his hands, and he is just fuming, and then he just races toward this thing.
Ay,
Okay.
ay, ay. I'm trying to clear the opening
uh,
so that way we can get out. And
yeah.
he's going to try to go fight the big mama. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could learn something from Toggle. He's brave.
Is he? Or is he
Yeah, he
not?
is. He is. Let's roll the dull die. I'll roll the purple dice for Toggle. The purple bouncy dice. Ready? He's gonna bounce. You gotta be careful with it. It could be very dangerous. Cool. I'll give him advantage too. Okay. Uh, awesome. And with that, he just slips. So I rolled a 21, not nat. And the legs and arms of this thing is screeching out at him. He kind of like holds his head with his hands over his ears just a little bit as the screeching echoes through the chamber. But the legs just clamber down and smash into the ground, and he's just spinning and rolling. And then he grabs one of the legs and it carries him straight up in the air. And he is now on top of this beast.
Oh.
Okay, and he then so he used a movement action to what's to do that, and then I think he used difficult terrain. He used two actions for difficult terrain: movement and then spider difficult terrain. And then now he's on top, and then now yeah, he did his attacks and stuff. So yeah, he is slashing away at this thing. This thing is hissing, and then all of a sudden you see a bunch of little baby spiders just descending off of its body and falling to the ground and stuff. Some of them dead and some of them alive, and then they're all just scattering and crawling all through the chambers. Okay, as Kwando looks, he's like, oh, gosh, disgusting.
No kidding. Ew.
But yeah, no, he's doing a pretty good job. And then he used his last action to give himself advantage. So yeah, that's it for him. He's holding that spider for you while you clear the way.
Alright, well, I think it's the spider's turn, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's right. Let's do this. Cool. First of all, it's going to give himself advantage, and it's going to swing its legs at you guys. Actually, no, you have to do a save, please. It's just going to move, and its leg is going to come lumbering toward your guys' direction.
Okay.
Both you guys.
Both of us, huh?
Yes.
What kind of a save?
It's going to be agility save. Are you skilled in that one?
Yeah, I am. Oh, no, I'm
Yes.
5.
5. Oof, gosh.
Yeah.
You are going to go ahead and take 3 damage.
Ouch.
As you just go flying from that leg hit straight to the wall. It smashes you into it, and you can feel your body crushing and crumbling a little bit. Kwando quickly tries to duck and slide in here. I'll roll the purple dice for him, and that's going to be a 11, and he also gets hit. No, actually, no, that'd be a... No, I think he would actually be safe because he's prone, and he's just below this area. So it smashes over. Cool, so that was 2 actions, and then I should actually be keeping track of your health, huh? What is your health at?
I'm down to 3.
3.
Yeah, because I used some grip points.
Boom. As you can see, Zira here.
I'm pretty bloody.
I think she is confused, lost, not sure if she wants to go to the Underdark anymore. She wants to retire on a beach.
Yeah, maybe I don't care so much about the draft. I can't even get past the giant spiders. I need to get some seriously big cans of raid.
Yeah, pretty much. The giant spider, the queen spider, is going to move. Okay, so it's forced. It's going to go ahead and... Gosh. That's what I get for like drawing something and not... let's actually pull up my marker. It's going to move straight this way. See that? Okay, and it's going to crash into this wall over here, okay? And it's going to spin and move and try to get Toggle off, okay? So it is going to... Okay. No go. Cool. And Toggle kind of just like, you can see him and he's flying with this thing, okay? And then it races and it spins And Toggle quickly just jumps and grabs and holds onto one of the legs and stuff, but does not come to the floor. He is still on that spider, okay? She is going to hiss at you guys, and she really wants to get Toggle off of her. What the heck?
Yeah, I would imagine that's gonna be
Yeah, I don't
distracting
think
her more than
like
anything.
yeah that she's gonna try to attack you guys. Well, let's do it again. She's just gonna do a move and try to smash him, so he's gonna have to make an agility save. So she's just raising up to the roof. Boom! Agility save. He rolled a nat 20.
Very good job.
Gosh, Toggle quickly just slides off
Toggle
because he's
is
originally on the
the
top, and she just booms
MVP.
up right up to the roof, and then he rolls and then grabs some of her skin and holds on to the side as she smashes the roof. Okay, boom. And once again, the chamber shakes and rumbles, and peat stones fall, and okay, it's gonna go over toward Kwando. Kwando, he's going to pick himself. He's going to actually pick himself up. He is going to go ahead and pull his rope, and he's going to take a deep breath. Got this. And then he throws the rope, okay? So let's do an advantage with that, and then he's going to boost it up, okay? Cool. He rolled a 22.
Yeah.
As the rope goes flying toward, let me just go ahead and draw this out. My colors. He throws rope. He throws rope. And it wraps around this front spider right here that's blocking the main entrance, okay? It wraps around, and then he quickly then wraps his body up against the pillar, and then he pulls the rope and he yanks it as hard as he can. And with that, you can hear a crack noise coming from that leg, and all of a sudden that spider's body starts tumbling forward and crashes into the ground, okay? This thing, green stuff is coming out of its where it cracked at, and it's hissing violently, okay? So actually, that will do. But it is still alive. Okay. The other one starts climbing and lumbering over the other one. It's going to be. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's gonna be it for Kwando. Good job, Kwando. Way to go. You proved your.
Okay. My turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I'm gonna get up close and personal. Draw my swords.
Hello, I'm Zira.
Uh,
Ah.
so I'm gonna.
You can hear the spider.
I'll,
Um, and the crack in its body and stuff a little bit, it's been damaged. You can see what appears to be somewhat of a human, a naked human inside of this thing.
what? Interesting.
But you can still see this face, this spider hissing at you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna shut it up right now. Okay, so we're gonna do an attack.
Let's do it.
And I'm using another one to power it up. Not that it's
Yes.
going to matter. 11. I think I'm just short, aren't I?
11, yeah, you are just short as you come run over and stuff. And it's actually not prone, so you have advantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a little bit better.
Whenever a person is
Great.
knocked prone or is on the floor and stuff, people get advantage against their attacks. So you get to roll
18.
twice and take the highest. Oh, what? 18?
18.
Nice, yeah. You are able to, and with that, your blade kind of quickly comes up and just slashes across the spider, and it just, green blood just comes out. And you can still see what appears to be this body and stuff. And then uh, it seems like somewhat alive. It seems like cocoon-esque, kind of like, what is it, like beehive, like a baby.
Like a pupa.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And then with that, you can slowly start to see its body slowly withering and starting to like before, and now it's starting to wither and starting to die. Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, cool. That was how many other actions you got?
2.
2 actions. What are you going to do now? So you have this spider that is right next to where you're at. You can try to go for the out chamber, but you will have an attack of opportunity. Okay?
Uh,
And then they also got to get out too.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna go for its leg.
Let's do it.
So
You're
I'll use
crazy. You should
my.
just go for the exit.
You can't.
Because if you get hit once, you're going to go down. You're going to blame me for your
I know.
incompetence.
Uh, I'll attack and give myself advantage.
Attack, give yourself advantage. Let's do this.
16.
16, that is going to be a heavy hit.
Okay,
So what's the damage on it?
3 damage.
Cool. With that, that leg, it just, you kind of brace yourself as you had slashed the other one, and then you flip your other. You have 2 blades, right, or 1 blade? 2 blade. Second blade, and you just slash, and it cuts it straight through. And this spider is lumbering over, and it looks down at you, and then it clicks, and its bones or its exoskeleton tumbles forward, and its body comes down, crashing.
Cool.
And its legs are violently twisting and moving and stuff, and trying to pull itself back up. And then all of a sudden, this green venom-esque stuff starts pouring out all over the floor, right here. Okay, cool. That's all your actions, right?
Yep.
You can hear Kwando yelling at you. Yeah, way to go, Zira. Okay. Did everybody take their turns? Is it my spider's turn?
Uh-huh.
Let's do this. I'm sorry, Christine. It's going to try to do an attack. Does it have a disadvantage because it's prone?
I think so.
We cannot. How often do I? I think it's been a while since I've played.
Yeah, it's prone.
Da-da-da. Let's check and see if it'll let me. So we got to see, because if it's prone, it has a disadvantage. Then that means it has to roll twice and take the lower.
Yeah. So Super Searcher says, pro tip, it's vulnerable to damage, right? But we're just trying to see if him attacking, like, does he have to get up? Spiders normally have disadvantage if they're attacked with weapons.
Tentacle. What did Super Searcher say?
Spiders,
he's really good. He's probably really good at finding the answers.
Spiders normally have disadvantage if they're attacked with weapons.
When they are prone, where are you at? This is my favorite part about. Okay, here we go.
Oh. Exposed.
Prone, here we go. So, while prone, you are subject to the following conditions.
Super Searcher says, yeah, he has no idea what he's doing.
That's all right, Super Searcher. We're
all learning this together.
Super Searcher. Okay, while you're prone, you're subject to the following effects. You are hindered, which has disadvantage on attacks. So yeah. And then ranged attacks are hindered against you, and you are also exposed.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do this. Gosh.
So yeah, if you're going to attack me...
I am going to try to attack you. It's going to look up at you with this little beautiful eyes, and it's going to spit its venom in your face.
Yeah, I'm going to sidestep, which is going to give you another disadvantage.
Cool. K and K. And did you take that poison that last turn?
No.
That's what I thought. Because I failed.
Okay.
I failed on that attack. Obviously, with 3 disadvantages, I can't roll higher than your defense. Cool. That was...
You can.
That was that spider's attempt. I could if I was... devotion. Cool. With that, Toggle looks over and he sees the situation that you guys are in, and he then kind of... Should he attack first before? I mean, he's berserker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is berserker.
Yeah, he's like Jack from The Incredibles in I Want a Cookie mode and just is like a total rage monster. He doesn't care about anything but destroying what's in front of him.
Awesome. Yeah, he just straight up just like wraps his legs tight around one of the legs of the spider, and his blaze is just thing up, and then he just glides it right into the body of the spider. It screeches out again, and then he then just pushes off, and he falls to the ground.
No toggle.
Cool.
Yeah,
So that
take fire.
was 2 1 2 because he did 2 attacks. And then, I mean, he pretty much let go, and he has an ability that, like, falling. I think, forget, I have to do the falling things and stuff.
Yeah,
Remember, it was like if your agility is a certain amount, then you don't take damage when you fall.
yeah.
So yeah, so he just gracefully just falls. He lands, and he just hits the ground. He doesn't even land like nice. He just like hits the ground, and then it doesn't look like he's hurt at all when he hits the ground. And he quickly just like starts charging in your guys' direction. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so he used 2 and 1 action to move, so that's 3 and stuff. And he is going to, I think this is his farthest move, and he is going to just have the dodge action prepared for when this thing attacks you guys. Okay,
Cool.
cool. And then I think Kwando, yeah,
Hmm.
cool. Kwando then 2, 3, 4, 5. He is going to charge up, and since this creature is now flanked
And it's prone.
and it's prone, geez, so that's like 3 advantages on it. So let's see, 1, 2, 3 dice. Let me borrow your dice, please.
Yep.
Ugh, what am I doing to my own people? uh, what am I doing to my own
You're
people?
having
What am I
fun just
going?
totally
What have I
annihilating
done?
something.
What am I? I'm killing my own spider.
Yeah.
I'm a
The,
monster.
the queen's still alive, so.
Yeah, it looks at you, and you can tell it's kind of hurt the queen as it's looking at you guys and wailing. No, you know that it's going to charge you guys on its next turn.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and you can see what appears to be in this one, where it had smashed down. Through its eyes, you can see somewhat of a presence of a person as well in here. And Kwando rolls his dice, like any dungeon ear would do. And that's going to be a
Rest in peace, Andrew Spider. May it rest in peace.
He'll come back. If he doesn't finish him, he's coming back hard. That's a 19.
Yeah, he's finished.
Yeah. And he just bashes down on this thing. This thing is dead.
Hey!
Rax
Let's get out of here, guys.
And just as all the venom pours out of it, yep, you guys move and exit.
Yes.
Congratulations! You have
Yay.
made it out of Zacupus.
Okay. How can I stop this poison condition?
You're gonna have to take some poison antidote. Do you have any more of that spider stuff?
Uh,
What's your HP at now?
2.
2. And with that, as you exit Zacupus, we'll go ahead and end it here, guys. As you exit Zacupus
Well, I mean, I got a
with
spider right there I can collect.
Toggle, I mean, you don't have time. As you exit Zacupus, Toggle, Kwando racing right next to you. They push through the opening that there is, and then you go and you reach out for them, and you fall short. And Toggle quickly gets under you and grabs you and picks you, and you charge through the remaining area, and you guys fall as the chamber shakes and rumbles, and the rock falls and tumbles and closes up behind you guys. And with that, yeah, you are hurt.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm...
Yay!
Keep it up.
You are hurt. That's what I wanted. See, think if I didn't kill her. Come on. And you find a beautiful home where you can sleep in with a nice cozy long rest and not worry about any dangerous monsters coming.
Or you
Yeah.
have a Niagara Dive, which is even worse.
Yep, in Lager Dive. You're back in Lager Dive. So Lager Dive, I'll explain it real quick for those that don't know. Lager Dive is the space where it comes from the upper world down to the Underdark and stuff. That's the opening in which people can travel through to get to the Underdark. Not many people know it, and it's very dangerous and very deadly, which Zira is trying to undertake, which is going all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's back in Lager Dive and stuff. And also in Lager Dive, if you accidentally slip and fall, you're falling and you're dead. It is way too high. It is way too far. Yep. I mean, you might hit a couple rocks on the way down, but yeah,
Or a spider leg.
yeah,
Giant spider leg.
pretty much.
Hopefully
So
we're close to the bottom at this point.
yeah, yeah, it's another episode down.
Yay, we survived again. Barely. Not
Yeah,
really.
you need to get some rest. We'll have to figure out resting for you.
Yeah, I need some
There's a
nap.
possibility. You have two lookouts now. He's gonna try to screw with our lighting. He's on our area where we have our light hung.
Yeah, he's gonna knock
My
it
cat.
down.
He's gonna try to knock over the light to end the show.
Jackson. Jackson.
So yeah, we're gonna be doing a live show on Friday. This is a Pokemon build that we have done. It should be a lot of fun. Like I said, we're gonna be doing it live, so it's gonna be my wife and my brother and my sister and a friend of ours named Pete, and we'll just have fun. And Aunt Casey as well,
Yeah.
the friend Casey. But yeah, we're gonna be playing Pokemon trainers, and they have Pokemon, and they're starting at level novice, which is like 4 health and with like 1 damage attack. So we'll see how that all goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna be playing that for a little while. So come check it out on Friday night. Should be a lot of fun. So yeah. And with that, we'll end it. Have a good night. God bless you guys. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Take care. We'll
take
see
care.
you all hopefully Friday, if not next week.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night.